Hello, everyone. It has been a few weeks since I have been here. My name is Dr. Alina Michaels, and I'm going to do a card reading for you and a guided meditation. I haven't done one for a few weeks because I've been dealing with some personal situations, and it has taken all of my energy. I also got very, very sick and had a really intense virus and lost my voice, which you can still feel it's a little croaky. And I have missed being here with you, and I've missed doing this. And I hope to be back on track again with every week. But I had some health concerns that I had to deal with. And, you know, I'm not perfect, and I have the things that fall apart with me and things that need to be addressed and taken care of. And sometimes it's very, very challenging, and especially challenging when you don't feel well. Because when you don't feel well, your energy just isn't on, you know? And I spent most of the time when I wasn't feeling well meditating. Just meditating and getting very relaxed and using my sankalpa, which is my statement that you say when you're in a very relaxed state. And trying not to worry, you know, because when you're not feeling well, you tend to go into a fear place of, are you going to get well, and are you going to get more sick, and all of that. And I had a whole lot of stuff going on with that. Plus, my mom, who some of you know from my videos on my Facebook profile, my mom fell and broke her hip. So my mom had to have surgery, and she's 94. So all of that was going on also. And one of the Wednesday nights when I would have been doing my class with you, I was at the hospital with my mom. She had had surgery that day, and I wanted to be there when she came out of surgery. So a lot's been happening, but I'm here now, and hopefully you're here now too. I haven't spaced out on this and not wanted to continue it. I've wanted very much to continue it, but frankly, I just did not have the energy, and I didn't have the voice for a long time either. So that's my story, and I'm going to pull some cards today, but I want to tell you something that I discovered. You know, we're very sensitive to our own voices, and that's why, excuse me, I was starting to release already. And that's why, and the releasing, by the way, is just when my eyes start to water, my throat gets dry, I cough, I sneeze, my nose runs, my eyes tear, you know, I cough, things like that. I yawn, a lot of yawning. But one of the things that I noticed is, and that is important to know, is that we are very sensitive to our own voices. So if you can record some positive statements for yourself and do them in first, second, and third person, it's very profound. So again, first person is, I am healthy and well. Second person is, you are healthy and well. Sorry. None of this is rehearsed. You know, none of it is practiced. I never know what I'm going to talk about. I just turn on the camera. I never know what cards are going to show up. Third person is he, she, or it. So it would be Elena is healthy and well. So if you can do those in a mirror, it's really powerful. So I am healthy and well as your first person. You are healthy and well as your second person. Elena is healthy and well is the third person. And if you can record some of those and play them back for yourself, it's very powerful. Because we are conditioned from a very young age to believe what we hear about ourselves and make our assumptions about who we are by what we hear people say to us when they say, you are blankety blank. Now think about it. When you were a kid, were you told, you are brilliant and unbelievably lovable? Or were you told, you are a pain in the ass. You're asking too many questions, you're too loud, and you're making too much noise. Settle down. Were you told that? And when you hear people say things about you when you're young, it makes a very profound impact. So when you hear people saying, well, you know, I'll just use myself. Well, Elena she, blah, 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 blah. Whatever the blah, blah, blah is, you take in and believe about yourself. Well, Elena, she isn't that bright in math. Well, I wasn't that bright in math. Maybe I heard somebody say that, but I really thought I was horrible in math. But I'm better now because I'm not, conditioned by that programming. Or maybe you heard somebody. Well, Elena, she's, I don't know, she's going through an awkward stage right now. So you might have heard that, and you might have felt, well, I'm awkward right now. If you had parents that really had their shit together, which most of us did not, you would have heard things like, well, Susie is so brilliant and so beautiful, and she's so smart, she can do anything she wants. Well, I never heard that. Of course, my name wasn't Susie, but I never heard that, We usually heard limiting things about ourselves. Or if we heard, you are so amazing, you can do anything you want. Do you know that? I remember I heard an interview one time from John Cougar Mellencamp, and he said that he had a grandmother that told him constantly how brilliant he was, how handsome he was, how talented he was, and how he was going to be a success, and how he could do anything he wanted to. And he started very young. I think he was 16 or something when he started, and he was completely confident and completely believed in himself because he had heard that from his grandmother when he was younger. So we have to do something called reparenting ourselves. We have to do that for ourselves. And that's one of the things that I do when I'm not feeling well or when I'm sick or down with something. I spend a lot of time meditating and affirming that I'm going to be well, that my body is well, my body knows how to heal, that my nervous system knows how to recalibrate, that my nervous system knows how to recalibrate, that my nervous system knows how to balance, and that I'm confident and I can move forward in my life creating and manifesting my goals, dreams, and desires. So that's part of my Sankalpa. Okay, so you can say whatever you want, but when you do it in first, second, and third person, and you record it and you listen to your own voice, it's pretty profound. Now, because I was listening to my own meditations when my eyes are watering, when I was sick this last month, I was going very deep on my YouTube meditations because you're very sensitive to your own voice, and I was. And then right in the middle, my whole meditation would be disrupted by some commercial, somebody trying to sell me something, storm doors or, I don't know, the latest jewelry or clothing on sale or, the newest bra that you don't need to wear a bra for that holds you up. That's the one I get a lot. And, or anything, new cleaning supplies or something that's incredibly disruptive because it comes on with a different volume and it comes on with a different voice. So here I am, very relaxed, really zoning out, and something comes on and it's completely disconnected from what I'm experiencing and it's jarring. So, you know what I did? I cannot control this on my end. When I do the videos for you and they're on YouTube, I can't control when YouTube puts in commercials. If someone knows how to do that, let me know. Reach out to me. So I can't control it on my end when I shoot the videos and when I play them for you. I cannot control that, but you can control it on your end. And I'll tell you how to do it. So this is what I did. I bought Facebook Premium. Not Facebook, YouTube Premium, okay? It was $15.99 a month. The first month's free. And I thought, you know what? It's worth it. I don't have to listen to all that crap. If I want to go on YouTube and I want to find out about how to fix my toilet or something, I don't have to sit through numerous commercials that are completely unrelated and wait till it says skip ads. I don't have to deal with that anymore. And a friend of mine told me yesterday to do the YouTube Premium, where you pay for it and you don't have any ads. He said he'd been doing it for 3 years without ads. He couldn't believe I was still, not paying for that and having ads. So I paid for it on the spot when we had the conversation. I'm telling you, it's a world of difference. You want to learn how to do something? You have your iPad or another telephone or something right there. You play it on that and you stop it at every spot and then you do it on your phone, or you do it on the computer, or whatever you're doing it on. But you don't have to keep scrolling back and forth, and you don't have to put up with ads. So that's what I did. I highly recommend you do it too, because when you listen to my videos, you're not going to be interrupted or disrupted from some weird off-base thing that has nothing to do with what we're talking about, and nothing at all to do with meditating, nothing at all to do with going deep. And here you've gotten into a very deep state, and bam, you're popped right out of it again. It was very disconcerting for me, probably for you too. And I don't want you to not watch these because you're going to have to be interrupted by ads. I mean, it's $16 a month, $15.99. My friend said he got it for $9.99 because he's been doing it for so many years. But I think it's well worth it. $17 is basically 50 cents a day. And for as much as I'm on YouTube looking up how to do things, and you know, I do listen to my own videos because they take me deep because it's my own voice. It's worth 50 cents a day for me. You know, I don't spend money on a lot of things. I don't spend money on, you know, I do my own nails, I do my own hair. I don't drink coffee, I don't go to Starbucks. So I figure this is a treat for myself so that I can go deep or get into whatever I want to figure out on YouTube that I'm looking at an instructional video on. And I don't have to deal with any interruptions. See, look how I'm already starting to release. I haven't done this in a month with you guys, and I'm already hardly even on the conscious level of awareness. I'm going deeper and deeper. So let's get into some cards, okay? Excuse the voice, I'm not quite back yet. And I started singing today for the first time in basically a month because I haven't felt well and I haven't had a voice. So I think it made my voice a little croakier, but it sure was fun singing. Okay, I'm gonna go into the God box first. And I never know what's gonna come up from these cards. I never know what's gonna come up from the God box. I have no idea, none at all. And I just shuffle and ask for a message to come that would be beneficial to all of you when you are watching or listening, whenever you're watching or listening. I'm gonna go here, and one more time here, and we're gonna take this one right here. And I'm gonna hold it right here so you can see that I'm using the right card that I picked up, and I'm gonna put my glasses on and tell you what it says, because I can't see it without my glasses. Okay, it says, when I let go of trying to control, I find myself more in control. This has come up before. When I let go of trying to fix others, I can begin loving me. When I let go of trying to fix others, I can begin loving me. When I let go of trying to control, I find myself more in control. I like to always say, allow, allow, allow. And something I've been saying lately, because I have been worried about things. I mean, I worry about certain things. You know, I worried when I wasn't feeling well. I worried about the implications of that. And I worried about what some of the doctors were saying. And I worried about my mom having her hip broken. And I worried about being able to go see her. And I couldn't see her because I was so sick. I couldn't go to the rehab facility where she was. So I was worrying and worrying if I'd have enough energy to do what I had to do because my energy was so depleted. I checked myself every single day. I did not have COVID. It was just some other weird virus. But I checked myself every day, and I was, worried about things. We all worry about things. And so I started saying to myself, there's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to worry about. And it lifted like a burden off my chest and off my back, that there was nothing for me to worry about. I mean, I have a sign on my mirror. It says, worry is the misuse of the imagination. All worry does is let you think about things that you don't want to happen. And by doing that, you draw them to you, or you can draw them to you. Not always, but you can draw them to you because you worry about them, you think about them, you're starting to magnetize them toward you. So when you say, there is nothing to worry about, it's a whole different vibe. Oh man. This is some releasing going on. But then again, I haven't done this in, oh God, a month, right? My last one was April 23rd. But you know what? No matter which one you watch, they're always relevant. So if I can't do one a week, or if I'm out of town, or if I'm sick like I was recently, I hope you'll just go and listen to one of the other ones because they always are relevant. You know, that's the way the cards are. The cards kind of shift and change, and they're relevant whenever you watch or listen to them. And you'll see what I mean. They may make a lot of sense to one situation that you're dealing with now, and then if you listen again in a week, it'll make sense with another situation that you're dealing with. You'll see what I mean if you do that. So if I can't be here, listen to one of the other ones. Whichever one you vibe to, it will be the perfect one. Okay. So I'm going to put this little God card aside and put the deck aside and pull from the cards. First card deck I'm pulling from is my traditional tarot deck. Now I know you have something you've been worrying about, right? I know you have. So think about that thing and think about wanting to get some clarification or answers from the cards tonight, whatever that thing is. Because you have something you've been worrying about. It might be a relationship thing, it might be a financial thing, it might be a career thing or a job thing, it might be a health thing, it might be a personal thing like confidence or insecurity or fear, generalized anxiety, but you're worried about something and something's on your mind. So think about that thing and let's see if we can get some clarity on it, okay? All right, how about this shirt? Pretty bright, right? Neon yellow. Okay, here we go. I just felt like I needed something bright because I've been sick so long and isolated in my house for so long. You know, it's been kind of challenging, I must say. Thank God for my cat. You know, she's been great company. It's really hard when you're sick. And when I'm sick, I don't want company, you know. I don't want to see anybody. I'm willing to talk to them on the phone if I have a voice and not laryngitis, but I don't want to see anybody when I'm not feeling well. And, you know, when I had cancer, a friend of mine said, oh, I'll come up with some of the girls, we'll have a big party. We'll all hang out for the day. Let us know when you want to do that. And I thought, I don't want to do that. I mean, I barely have enough, that time I barely had enough energy to talk to one person, let alone have the energy of all the girls coming up to have a party for the day. My God, that was the furthest thing I wanted. You know, one-on-one was perfect for me. But you know, when someone is dealing with being sick or dealing with a chronic long-term situation like cancer, they don't want a party. They don't want a bunch of people. Oh, that fell out. Well, I guess that's the card we're going to use right there. Okay? This is the Queen of Wands. Now, I think she came up last week too, or sometime recently. I remember seeing her. I'm going to pull another one though. So if you know someone that's not feeling well or they're sick, don't know like, hey, I'll come over, we'll have a party, or I'll bring the gang over. I mean, people, when they're not feeling well, they don't have the energy for the gang. You know, they're lucky if they have energy to talk on the phone. And a lot of times they don't want to see anybody because they're frequency is really low and they're very susceptible. So they don't want to pick up anything from anybody energetically that someone else might be going through. And, you know, you might ask if there's something you can do for them or check in on them. You know, how you doing? Even a text. How you doing today? It means the world. Because when you're isolated and you're alone, you know, everything else fades away. Your whole other life fades away. So if you can hear from people that say, hey, just checking in to see how you're doing, how you're feeling today, boy, it sure means a lot. It meant a lot to me, I'll tell you that. A lot. So, one more card. Oh, this came up too. I think these two came up in the same reading recently, which is so weird because I shuffle this deck so many times. And when I put the cards in after a reading, I don't just, you know, stick them in the middle. I put one here, then one here, and then one here. I put them at different places in the deck so they can't be pulled at the same time. But there we go. I guess it's a little kind of 2x4 over the head that the universe wants us to be aware of. So remember to think about your condition, your situation, whatever it is that's on your mind that's a concern for you. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Once I put this deck away, get it out of the way. Okay. All right, the first card that came up was the Queen of Wands. She's wearing yellow, just like me tonight. See her? And she's got her little meditation cap with her. Hey, Luna, are you around? Luna! She's got her meditation cap and a sunflower. And she's looking sideways, not directly straight on. So she's got her eye on something. She's got her eye on something. And the cat is looking straight forward. She's holding a wand, which is only sprouting in one place. And she's holding a sunflower. The power of the sun. The sun is very powerful. You know, every morning, what I like to do is go out on my back patio. She's got sunflowers behind her too, see? Right there, right there, right there. And lions, which is the sun sign, Leo, and another sunflower right there. What I like to do in the morning is I like to go out on my patio and I just put my arms out and I feel the sun on every cell of my body, radiating and purifying and aligning every cell of my body and energizing every cell of my body. And it feels amazing, and I actually feel like the sun is doing that. I also do a star exercise every morning on my patio, but I'll tell you about that another time. I know I keep saying I'll tell you about it, but one of these days I'll shoot a video and show you how to do the star exercise. It's a very powerful exercise to do first thing in the morning to cleanse you of the energy of the night. But you can just, for right now, stand out there, put this hand up and this hand down. So it's like, you know, my hands can't work that fast, or twist that much, but this is your receiving hand and this is your giving hand. So you put your arms out with your left hand up and your right hand down and just feel that solar energy come into your body through your left hand and through your third eye right here. Feel it come through in your body and feel that it's coming out of your right hand, whatever's not needed, like it's almost like a solar transfusion. The sun comes in through your left, moves through your body, moves through your entire being, clears out any energetic debris from the night before or anything you're concerned about. It carries it all out and shoots it out through your right hand, which is down. The palm is down this way. And you just shoot it right out of your body. And then you've had a solar transfusion. So try that in the morning. All right, the second card. Second card is a major arcana card, which means it's got a lot of punch, means it's got a lot of meaning. It's a 6. It's the Lovers. We've seen this card before. We have more sun here, and we have the angel looking over this couple, and they are without any pretense. They are without any veneers, any falsities, nothing. They are coming from the highest place right here. And they are, this is who I am. This is me. This is really me. I don't need any pretense. I'm okay. I'm loved, divinely protected, and showered with blessings, just the way I am. I don't have to impress anyone. I don't have to put on the right clothes. I don't have to put on the right bullshit when I talk to people. I can just be myself. And that's enough. Because being myself, I can come from the highest and know that I am divinely protected and showered with light. Okay, and here's fruit. This is abundance right here. There's a snake here too, but this is abundance, and the snake is like, kind of like, it's a never-ending situation. When a snake bites its tail, it's kind of a lemniscate. It does this, and that's a symbol of infinity. So this is the Lover's card. Be loving, be warm. You'll feel better about yourself, and everybody else around you is going to feel better too. Okay, that's a major arcana card. Let's see how we're doing on the clock here. Okay, I think I'm going to choose an angel card next. I don't think I'll pull from all the decks tonight because I talked a lot. Okay, so we're going to shuffle these cards right here. And we want some clarification for these questions that everyone has, what they're dealing with. This one right here, she's calm and centered, but she's got her eye on something. She's thinking about something. It's like always taking up real estate in her brain. Okay? All right? But it's kind of like, just be loving and be yourself and be balanced with your masculine and your feminine, and just kind of remember that there's nothing to worry about. Just kind of let go and let God. Don't worry about it. It doesn't do anything to worry about it. It just wastes your energy and brings in, images and thoughts of things you don't even want. Because when you worry, you're not thinking about positive things. You're thinking about bad scenarios. All right. Oh, almost dropped one out. All right, I'm feeling really hot right now. I feel like I need to open my back door and get some air in here. What do you desire? Okay? That's what you think about, what you desire. Not worry about what you don't want. Think about what you desire. You know what? I'm really hot. It happens to me. When I do this, when I start doing this stuff, I get really warm. So I'm gonna get up, and you'll hear my alarm system. It's gonna say, oh, the back door is open. I'll be right back. Thank you. I live alone, but I've got my meditation cat. I've got Alexa that talks to me. I've got Siri that talks to me. So I've got roommates. I have roommates who are really not even real people. I have angels that hang out with me, so I'm never really alone. I don't have another human being living here. Let's put it that way. All right, so, but it's all good. It's all good. I have plenty of company. All right, what do you desire? All right, she's looking sideways too, see her? She's looking sideways, she's looking sideways. Now, she's looking, but she's centered and grounded. Look how she's sitting, okay? All right, what do you desire? I'm gonna read to you from this little booklet about what do you desire. You now have the opportunity to write the script according to your heart's true desires. Once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know that you're ready and deserving of them, they'll rush into your life as if by magic. This card comes to you because you've been waiting for external signs. That's what she's looking for. You've been waiting for external signs of what you should do next. The angels say that the answer comes from inside of you. You must decide what you want before anything can change. Carve out time to meditate upon your true heart's desires and know that you deserve the best, as we all do. This card has come up before also. Carve out time to meditate upon your true heart's desires and know that you deserve the best, as we all do. There is nothing to worry about. Here are some additional meanings. Use affirmations. Wasn't I just saying that at the beginning? This blows my mind. My gosh. Use affirmations and positive visualizations to manifest your desire. Clarify your desires. Release any guilt or fear regarding asking for what you want. Okay, all right. Remember I said you put your hand this way and the other one goes this way. So you're pulling it in and you're releasing over here. Anything that is negative or not positive, like guilt and fear, like the card said, release the guilt and fear. That's how you release it. Get outside in the sun every day. I mean, that's what the message is. She's yellow. She's wearing she's holding sunflowers. They're all behind her. She's holding one and there's sunflowers all behind her. This is like, look at the sun here. Hello. Just, hey, if you can be nude in the sun, that's even better. 5-10 minutes or something like that, you'll feel like your batteries are being recharged. And, what do you want? Think about what you want, not what you don't want. Think about what you want. What are your desires? Get clear on them. Spend some time for a few minutes every day. Aren't you worth it? A few minutes every day to think about what you want and to visualize that and imagine it and see it in your mind. Of course you are worth it. A few minutes a day. It's not a big deal. My nose is running. Well, let's see what the time is. I'm going to do one more card, okay? Because that's what I just heard in my head. One more card. So is it going to be this deck or this deck? This deck. All right, this is Archangels. By the way, I've started getting on TikTok too, so if you want to check me out on TikTok, go ahead. I'm putting little things on there as well. I couldn't use my face for the last couple of them all because I was so sick. But I'm trying to stay up on that because a lot of people have said to me, get on TikTok. We're on TikTok. We want to see you on TikTok. So now I'm on TikTok. And Instagram, of course. By the way, if you want a private reading, just reach out to me. People have been doing that lately. There's a lot of indecision going on right now. People aren't really sure what to do. But you know what? We're luckily out of that last Mercury retrograde, which was so intense. We came out of that on the 15th. So that was just last week. That was really one intense Mercury retrograde, I'll tell you that. I was traveling, and during part of the time that I was traveling, my flight was delayed for 2 hours. Everybody was all upset, freaked out in the airport. I just sat there and meditated for 2 hours. Okay, here we go. You are safe, okay? That's just like what I was saying. There's nothing to worry about. You are safe. You're safe, okay? You're not in any danger. There's nothing to be afraid of. You're safe. You're safe, you're safe, you're safe. I'm going to read to you about that card. But let's look at it first. Archangel Michael, one of my all-time fave guys. Talk to him all the time. I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and your home. Now, Archangel Michael always has a sword because he's really good at cutting through the crap. And he's very good at defending you and protecting you. So he says, I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and your home. Okay, I'm going to read a little more about that. Archangel Michael. Wow, look at him. Many years ago, I had a boyfriend that looked just like that. Honestly, he did. He looked just like that when I lived in Hawaii. He had long blonde hair and he looked just like that. Archangel Michael. Beautiful. We were all beautiful when we were young, weren't we? You are safe. It opened right to it. Okay. Here's an additional message. Let go of worrying. Oh my God. Didn't I start saying that at the beginning? Before the cards even came up? Do you see how incredible this is? Let go of worries as I am surrounding you, your loved ones, your home and possessions with powerful, loving light. This light repels lower energies and attracts loving experiences. Focus on this light and love instead of on fear, as you'll attract the objects of your focus. Bingo! Like I was saying. When I ask the cards to give more substantiation and validation, they certainly know how to do it, don't they? With your mind free of fear, you have additional time and energy to devote to your life's missions. You are free when you are fearless. Know that you are safe at all times and that my protection is flawless. By the way, Archangel Michael can be in many places at one time, so don't think you're taking him away from someone who needs him more. He's multidimensional. He can be in several places at one time. Working with Archangel Michael. Michael's chief role, is to escort away the lower energies of fear. If you become worried or anxious, mentally ask Michael to bring you peace. Beautiful. You can also ask that he clear your home, office, vehicle, or